Hey you, welcome back. So this is the last workout in the beginner workout series here on my YouTube. Today we are going through an upper body workout, which is essentially 2 chest exercises, 2 back exercises, 1 bicep exercise and 1 tricep exercise. So if you want to secure those gains, and if you are a beginner and want to learn how to do it properly, stick around and I'll show you exactly how to. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alright, so as you can see, this is a post-workout pump pic. Very nice, maybe a bit too saucy, but it's alright, here we go. So we got the front double bicep. I'm also looking like I'm 8 foot tall with the cart up to my waist, but it is what it is. And that front lat spread, nice. Essentially you can secure all those kinds of gains if you stay consistent with your workouts for easily 3 years, as long as you nail your diet. Alright, sweet. We are moving on to the first exercise. We've got cable flies. Here we did 3 sets of 20. As you can see, keeping it nice and controlled, really lengthening the muscle and then squeezing at the top, really focusing on that squeeze. Very nice and controlled, love it. The best way to build muscle is to focus on that stretch and that squeeze. That's all you want to go for, and then you want to chase that feeling of, oh shit, this really quite hurts. Because then you're sending a signal to the muscle being like, oh, we need more muscle fibers, and that's how you grow. So as you can see, there is quite a lot of distress in my face because this is actually really fucking hurting. Sweet, on to exercise number 2. We have incline dumbbell press. As you can see, nice and strong base. I'm pushing my butt into the bench using my legs, really nice and controlled and strong. And as you can see here, we go for 2 sets of 5 and then a final set of 20 drop set. So this is quite heavy. Make sure you do this exercise nice and safely. As you can see, I've got a slight arch in my back. My traps are digging into the bench too. Nicely controlled, bring the dumbbells back down to the floor. And then I just sped this up. This is my drop set, so the final set where you do as many reps as you can on the working weight. So say you hit 5 again and then you drop it again. Keep on going until you have a total number of reps of 20. So this is the first advanced training system that we've implemented into the beginner program. All the rest are standard sets and reps across all workouts. So yes, we go on to exercise number 3. This is for our back now, so we just cooked off our chest, straight into back. We're doing some straight arm cable pull downs. As you can see here, slight bend in my knees, feet just over shoulder width apart, keeping that core nice and engaged, keeping my back straight, and as you can see at the very top of the movement, I'm getting as much of a stretch in my lats as possible. And then I am driving my elbows backwards and then really squeezing my lats. As you can see, I've got a slight bend in my elbow, but I'm not bending my arms excessively, keeping that bend at a constant angle the whole time. You might feel this in your triceps a fair amount as you start, because ultimately your triceps is what keeping your arms nice and locked and secure. And as you can see, I'm speeding up the reps a little bit here. Should have slowed down a little bit just to keep it nice and controlled and really focus on that stretch and squeeze. So we keep on going, nice, finished up that set, nice pump secured. Absolutely killed me off. And now into our main exercise for lats, which is our lat pull down. Essentially here, again, get myself with a nice strong base, feet just over shoulder width apart. I'm locking myself into the seat using the pads, and I am driving my elbows downwards, pulling that bar all the way down to my chest. Nice squeeze, and then a nice controlled ascent to the top of the movement again. What you really want to focus on here is not swinging too much. You can see I've got a little bit of a hinge in my hips to allow a little bit more of a range of motion with my lats, but I'm not using my body weight to pull the weight down. You can see that that's quite a common mistake, is a lot of people have too much weight on the lat pull down and essentially are throwing themselves backwards in order to get the weight to move. We don't want that. We want to mitigate any kind of momentum within the movement and just focus on driving our elbows downwards, bringing that bar to our chest, keeping my chest up, my back straight, my chin neutral, and just really squeezing. A great tip for any kind of back movement is imagine bringing your hand into your back pocket, and that will essentially enable you to engage the right muscles in your back. Otherwise you could allow your biceps to overtake, which isn't always a bad thing if you want to get bigger arms, but for the priority of us today is just training the lats. We are moving on to exercise number 5, which is our incline dumbbell curls. As you can see here, same as the incline bench press with the dumbbells, I am pushing myself into the seat, getting that nice strong base. I'm letting my elbows hang freely and my shoulders are quite relaxed, and I'm just focusing on really lengthening the bicep, tensing my triceps at the bottom of the movement, and then coming up and really squeezing. I'm not letting much movement in my elbows at all. As you can see there in that little relaxation, my arms are basically hanging and I'm only engaging my biceps. As you can see by the distress in my face, this is an absolute killer. The main way to build muscle is, again, that stretch and squeeze, but is intensity. Like I said at the beginning, you just want to be absolutely pushing through what your brain says, no, 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 James, we can't do this, no, no, no. You've got to be saying, yes, we can, and push through. So as you can see there, I had a little bit of a rest, and then I went back and finished off my reps. Don't ever leave any stone unturned. And finally, our skull crushers for our final tricep exercise. As you can see here, I am again keeping my core engaged. I got a slight arch in my back, my traps being dug into the bench, my feet are flat on the floor, and I'm keeping that strong foundation. As you can see here, again, I'm keeping my elbows in a very strict space and not letting too much movement in my elbows, allowing to feel that real stretch again in my triceps as I come down. And then at the top of the movement, I'm squeezing. As you can see, my elbows lock out a little bit as I'm squeezing my triceps at the top of the movement. Essentially with this, you don't want to be aiming for the top of your head. You want the barbell to be just past your forehead. As you can see here, I'm coming down and then back up, squeezing. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome stuff. Again, for all of those, you want to aim for about 3 sets of 10 to 12. And perfecto, that is the beginner workout for upper body. There's only 6 exercises. It should only take you maximum about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour or so. And yes, if you want all the workouts, just click the link in the bio because the entire workout plan is there. And by all means, if you want to discuss all things coaching or just want free, amazing fitness content from yours truly, just follow along. Awesome stuff. Peace, guys. Hit that subscribe. Peace and love. Love you long time. Ciao.